if you take the Nigerian accent like this and you slow it down, you put a lot of slavery in there.
You have a son who's a YN, likes to shoot people, likes to rob people, always out doing stupid stuff.
The nerve of these tellers, bro. What's good, B1 family? It's your boy Big Vic. Welcome back to MyBlackU University. I see I'm wearing the shirt, one of two shirts, Delineation now shirts, available in most sizes. I think up to 5X is what we can do. Shout out to Be The Difference, Joy from Be The Difference, sister out of New Jersey. She takes care of this for us, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ronald Stevens out of New York. He did the designs. And so this is just a way to show our love and appreciation to the B1 family. You guys know I'm not a big fan of Cashapp like that. I'd rather you have something on, in hand that you can rock and wear, because I wear my stuff out. You'd be surprised how many people look at my shirt crazy and how many people look at my shirt. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because Memphis is a big place of respect. Like, people ain't gonna really approach you like that, you know what I'm saying, unless you're a weirdo approaching them like that, and then they gonna be on your ass. So it is what it is. So one thing I want you to know is the reason why I say Be The Difference, Joy from Be The Difference of the shirts, I want you to know where my shirts come from. I want you to know who does the work. I be seeing too many of these advertisements. Oh, this is black owned, this is black owned, black owned. You go to look up the business, and I'm like, how you gonna sell me this is black owned when I can't find out who owns it? You can't see who does it. You can look up Joy. You can go and find her social medias. She's a sister. She's black. She's us. You can find her. You can't find these other businesses. I don't like that level of secrecy. Like, be transparent. If you really are who you say you are, you should be proud of who you are. Proud of your work. And she does work for a lot of different folk, not just black folk, but a lot of different folks. She does work for bakeries and other businesses and stuff like that. You can see, hey, pack up this order with me, or watch for this order delivery. And she's always asking the customers, hey, is it okay if I share this on social media? So not only is she about quality work, she's respectful, she's punctual, and she's very communicative. So I'm going to share that with you guys, because I'm not going to have you sit in the dark wondering and thinking, well, hey, is this legit? I'm not going to have nobody coming from the back door talking about, oh, hey, I found out he really ain't who he said he is because he woo-woo. No. No. And with that, I want you guys to know that we do have shirts in stock. We can ship out same day for the most part, or at least put in the mail for the same day. The only thing is USPS has been on some bullcorn. You guys know I'm Team Bike Life. I shipped out my ECU next day shipping. Spent some bread. And it still ain't made it to my tuner. The last updated show was June 4th. This video, I'm filming it the same day I'm filming it, the same day it's dropping. So be mindful of that. I'm trying to make sure I put the tracking in there, and it should send you a notification of that. If it doesn't, feel free to let me know in the comments or in my email. Email me, hey brother, I haven't gotten the tracking, and I'll make sure I get the tracking to you. Everyone's shirts should have been sent off. The last shirt that was ordered, it was put in the mail, but it was put in the mail this weekend, Saturday. So I don't know if it's any movement on that tracking or not. But if you're not seeing any movement, let me know, and we'll do what we can to help you guys out. Now, all of that had to be said because I'm still seeing what I was talking about is these, hey man, this shirt you can get, woo, 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 woo. And I go look these people up, you can't find anybody. Watch this.
If you want this flag, you can get it on the Tin Top Shop. I always link it with my video down below. Every time I post this flag, it's something meaningful to the people that it represents. I also try to give a little background story to anybody that wants to know what this flag is. It's the Black American Heritage flag. You can click on this comment, and the comment will lead you to the video of me explaining it. But again, it's found down below.
As you can see, there's a whole bunch of different flags on there, and they talk about the Black American Heritage flag. From my understanding, the way we're moving right now, we only worry about us. And we only promoting us and pushing our products. So having all these different flags, for me, is green, is a red flag, actually. And it's like, okay, well, who is this business? So I try to do some research. And I see that G128 LLC they own the trademark, and it's based out of Willowbrook, Illinois. All right, cool. Willowbrook, Illinois. That's black folk probably somewhere near there, but that don't mean nothing, right? Because it says such as the name of its members or managers are not publicly listed in the trademark filings or basic corporate records. B1 family, it could be black folk. It could be black folk who are Pan-African. Cool. Me, I like to err on the side of caution. I'm presuming these are tethers or Asians. Two, another thing I don't like is the people who created the Black American Heritage flag, are they getting chipped off? See, I did a video with Lanny Smith, and I didn't see a lot of comments on that because I know that brother, he's the colors for actively black is Pan-African colors. He says that. We feel the type of way about that. However, the Juneteenth flag, he makes sure the creator of it is getting chipped off. The brother who was drinking out of the water fountain, he chopped it up with him, and he's got merch out, and he's getting chipped off. Our brother, Tendenism, he's getting chipped off. He helped create something. He low key went in on the lawyer who trademarked it because he was like, "Yo, you're not Tendenism. Why would you do that?" Because he felt the type of way. And so, though we don't like the Pan-African aspect of it, he's make sure our elders, well, not our elders, but our elders are actually getting chipped off. They're actually being taken care of. They're not being exploited and taken advantage of. So, for me, if I'm gonna spend my money with anybody, I'm gonna spend it with him because he's making sure those brand and those women who are stalwarts in the community, especially those who are still alive, can get something out of it. Like, I'm not gonna just take it, run with it. I'm gonna make sure you're good. Another one I'm seeing going around, promoting that melanin shirt, where it's multiple shades of melanin. Supposed to be Black and Proud 365. I don't think that's black owned because I've seen that melanin shirt with other businesses. Melanin Full. If it's Melanin Full, they are minority owned, which means there's some Asians involved. I'm honestly, I think Blackberry Vine might have got sold out. Blackberry Vine might have got sold out. There's only like a couple black owned companies that are still around that are actually black owned. The black folk own it. So I implore you, B1 family, be careful of things that look like it's us. We got to get past that. Seeing a whole bunch of stuff like this, big sales, silver star seller, a whole bunch of look like AI generated pictures, because you can take a picture now of somebody wearing a completely different outfit and literally have AI superimpose what you're trying to do on their clothes. You can do that now. Well, you can do it with a smartphone. You can do it with the Google phone, the Galaxy phones now. Shout out to Flossie Carter. I was watching one of his videos. He had AI put a camo outfit on him, and he had actually a red shirt on with the red hat turned to the side. And it literally put camo and a red hat, and it kept his jewelry intact and all that stuff. So we have to be careful, especially the content creators. Oh, it's a black-owned company, but you go to look it up, you can't find the black person. And then when they say it's this company versus what that's actually in the shop, be careful of that too. All right, so we gotta be cognizant. We gotta make sure we know where our money going, because if it says black owned but it's not, that means it's still circulating outside of our community, and that's the importance of that. Now, if you're looking for black owned businesses support, we found a few more. Like I said, every time I see some, especially those of us who are willing to get in front of cameras, I'm a support.
It's the end of the week, and I want to go ahead and start tapping into this topic. There's several angles that I could come from. I've been in the industry for 11 years, full time, but I'm going to save a lot of those angles for future videos. Today, I do want to just come and let you know that Black-owned nail salons do exist, and I am the proud owner of one of those Black-owned nail salons right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Deeper Than Designs Nail Studio is located at 221 Chestnut Street. We are in the Chestnut Hill, Wedgwood, Houston area of South Nashville. We're just a few minutes from downtown. 1, we do accept walk-ins. We are in the midst of rebuilding our team, so we just ask that you call ahead for walk-in availability. We also do accept appointments. You can book an appointment by clicking the link in the bio. 2, we offer pedicures. Yes, we do feet. 3, our prices do not require you to sacrifice an arm or a leg. We don't want that here. We actually want to be a part of them feeling better when you leave. So if you have any questions, go ahead. You can comment. If you are ready to actually come to a nail salon that is Black owned, not just support because we're Black, but because you want a place where you are treated better and where quality is paramount, then come see us at Deeper Than Designs Nail Studio.
As you see, we got a sister. I believe she's FBA for sure. Out there in South Nashville. Pedicures, walk-ins. She's laying it all out there, so ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses. I love it. I love it. That's what we want to see. And I seen the brother, he's shipping pizzas. Hold on, y'all check this out, because you know, my kids, they getting big. My 13-year-old about my height. All right, and he about to be 14, so you know, him, his brother and sister, they like to eat.
Hey, how y'all doing today? This is Gary Wilson down here at Wilson's Pizza and Grill. Let me show you what we got going on. This is why we shipping pizzas from coast to coast. All over the Midwest, out to the East Coast, to the West Coast. As far as north he can go, far south he can go. Check this out. All our pizzas are made fresh right in the house. Right here, Wilson's Pizza and Grill. Check us out back here. This is how we do this thing. Click the link below. It's wilsonspizzandgrill.net. All one word.
Wilson's Pizza and Grill is going to see my business. We got to do it. We got to do it. You know what I'm saying? On the strength, on in a real way. That's how they say it in the West Coast. In a real way, they got, you know, you put your... They going to see my business because these boys be eating. And we do stuff like this. We're an amazing people, man. And I love it because I wouldn't have known about none of these businesses had this not happened. It's unfortunate. It's not ideal. But sometimes, not even but, it's not ideal, and we get kind of complacent. We have to be woken up. I hate that it happened like this, because that could have been my baby. That could have been one of my boys shot in the back, which I would have crashed out over. I ain't gonna hold you. That could be my son getting railroaded in court, which I would have said something. Damn, a gag order. Damn, a gag order. And I wouldn't have had a Dominic Alexander, because we're gonna break him down, because he did an interview and he did a live stream. I saw the live stream first. I listened to that first. Then I went and listened to the interview, and oh my gosh, we finna break that down. All right. But that's gonna be later. It's gonna be later. We got a lot of stuff to cover, because these folk are losing their mind. Yeah, these Asians and these tethers, they still losing their goddamn mind.
You have a son who's a YN, likes to shoot people, likes to rob people, always out doing stupid stuff. Here's your solution. You're gonna call me today and we're gonna put a life insurance policy on this kid. For only $50 to $60 a month, you got a 6-figure paycheck coming your way in the near future.
You wouldn't be here if it weren't for black people, bitch, and you for damn sure wouldn't be able to work at the Perpetual Wealth Group, PWGUSA.com, right? That company that's ran by Hendra, right? That's where you work, Aaron Kim, isn't it? Because last time I checked, when you sell life insurance, you need to have a license. Do you know what licenses show? They show your business address. Yeah, that's how I was able to find you. And then I took a look through your profile and I saw all these little videos of you, ghetto parents raise ghetto kids, talking about Minnesota, talking about DEI and saying that the only reason people got jobs were because of the color of their skin. But you were a tad too pussy to say black people, but that's okay. Because you know what complaints to your licensing board need? They need a pattern. They need documented, repeated violations. And all those videos of yours, especially in 2025, I saved them all. So let's talk about that, Aaron Kim. Because you know one thing Hawaii doesn't play about? Personal code of conduct. They have a real strong ethics complaint process, buddy. And when you work in tech like I have for over 20 plus years, you kind of know how to navigate. I even have a personal Zoom info account. Yeah, all public, all legal too. Damn, that's crazy, because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put together a document and I'm gonna send this to the board that manages your fucking license. Because if you wanna speak about black people in this way before I educate you, I'm gonna have life educate you. So, part 1 of this is already gonna go to the board, baby boy. Part 2 is history. So why don't you sit down and strap in, because I'm gonna tell you, you wouldn't even be able to fucking live here if it weren't for black people.
B1 fam, as you see, we're not just tired of these folk and their anti-black actions toward us. We're sick and tired of it. And we're enacting actions. Remember, folks used to be, oh, call ICE. How you gonna call ICE? How you gonna call? Try to make you feel bad about it. And then these folks turned around and doubled down and do stuff like this. How you gonna call them out and get them fired and get them, and no. See, the world has gotten used to the idea of black Americans, foundational black Americans, supporting folk that kicked us in the head. Trying to be like, hey man, well, let's give them a chance. Let's keep, damn that. Damn that. We don't want you talking on our issues. We don't want you in our business. We can't come to y'all places and learn the secrets y'all got that you hoard amongst yourselves. We get excluded from that. So we want to exclude you from the conversation one way or another. That's not right. That's not, hey, fuck you. If you are a Negro out here saying that's not right, oh, that's wrong because you want to lay up, or whatever reason, fuck you. Because that means you're complicit and okay with us being killed, being harmed in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And we can't rock with you. We are weeding out the weak. We are weeding out the mops. We are weeding out the non-FBA foreigners. We are weeding out all opposition that have actively become wealthy off our backs, while at the same time disrespecting us and undermining us. We're cool on all of that.
Put your thinking hat on. Time to take you to school. From the 1920s all the way up until 1965, there was a restrictive immigration policy that heavily restricted immigration from African and Asian countries. That was called the National Origins Formula. Go ahead and look it up because I know you don't know off the top of your head. Yeah, see, they created that formula so that they could preserve the ethnic composition of the United States, which was mostly white, which is why they heavily restricted immigration from African countries and from Asian countries. They don't want you there. I know you think you're a model minority, but buddy, that proximity ain't worth a damn. And then in 1965, as a byproduct of the Civil Rights Movement, the Immigration and Nationality Act was passed. And that removed the national origins formula, which allowed your grandparents and your parents to come over here in the numbers that they did. And then when you got here, you were benefited by the Civil Rights Act. And since you call yourself a wealth coach, I want to let you know something else. You know the Equal Credit Opportunity Act? That was modeled on top of anti-discrimination framework. Do you know where that anti-discrimination framework came from? The Civil Rights Act. So being able to move here, being able to open businesses and have access to the funding, all because of black people. So the next time you open your stupid fucking mouth, at least know your fucking history. Oh, and by the way, since I saw you mention in another one of your videos talking about this boycott of ours, I want you to know that black people have a buying power of $2.1 trillion and we spend over $9 billion a year in the beauty industry. Our buying power in that industry is so strong, it's why South Korea said we want to monopolize the black hair supply chain because they control around 80% of it. So you're able to move here, you're able to open businesses, and you have access to funding, all because of black people. And you want to sit there and open your functioning illiterate mouth. That's crazy, but that's okay, because I'm going to make sure that that ethics complaint gets sent in, and I'm going to make sure your license gets reviewed. Peace.
Remember the time slot that B1 family. So if someone ever come to you, well, y'all didn't do nothing for us. Oh, that brother broke it all the way down. Start to finish. You can go back and reference that. Hold on. No. We are the reason why you're here. We the reason why your life is the way it is now. You didn't get nothing popping in your homeland. You came here for a better life. And our sacrifice made it possible for you. Don't have to take disrespect. This idea that you got to let somebody beat on you, berate you, talk bad about you, undermine you, and you still take the high road and be the good person. Hey, damn, all that. That just set us up to be bigger targets for more people. And I'm cool on that. If you cool with that and that's what you want to do, and you want to keep doing that, let me know so I can remove you from my presence, remove you from my circle, and ostracize you in every way possible. Because if you wouldn't let them do you like that, you're gonna try to come around me and have them do me like that. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let anybody misuse me. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be used by people because you need to be useful, but you're not finna misuse and abuse me or anybody I care about that's in my care. Now, B1 family, this is why a lot of people are cool on Godfrey and they turned off on him with so-called being an advocate, because he has these moments where it seems like he's advocating and being a quote ally. And then he's had these moments to let us know that, hey, yo, but you just another basic tether. Watch this bull crap.
If you take the Nigerian accent like this and you slow it down, you put a lot of slavery in there.
Facts.
And then you start to put a little bit of subservience in it. This is what starts to happen to the Nigerian accent.
Man.
It goes, because literally, if you're down here and you start to speed it up, and then you start to take all the thing out of it, then before you know it, you're talking like this.
Now we are free again.
Now we are free. We are released.
Hey, that was a smooth transition. You see that?
You
Damn.
have to
Can you
study
try
it.
it?
You have to study it.
No. You usually no. I do a southern accent.
No, the way he just did that whole thing. Go ahead.
Clear your throat. You know when you.
No. I gotta stay in my lane on that one.
Okay.
The nerve of these tethers, bruh. The nerve of these tethers. A little slave, this and the subservience. Bitch, and the way he said to me, the audacity is a little too high for me. It's just way too fucking high for me. Is y'all cool? Yeah. Shirts like this are created because of Negroes like you. Delineation now is created because of Negroes like you, because the audacity, the unmitigated gall to sit there, oh, y'all wasn't over here in numbers like that. B1 family, let's talk about it. They didn't come over in enough numbers to affect who we are. They were mixed in with the indigenous. Like I shared with that one short, the brother who was like, how did my great grandmother go from being on a reservation to how my grandmother's great grandmother being on a reservation to being a Negro? Walter Plecker. Y'all didn't come over here in substantial enough numbers. Y'all are literally a few drops in a bucket. And you have the nerve to get up there and do that. You knew he was going to say that. You thought about it and broke it down in your head. You probably even practiced the mess and say, yeah, that's the one. And I'm more upset at the comments. The way them comments, oh, wow, you brought it together. I was like, oh, these niggas. Who are these niggas? I feel like Mace. Who are these niggas? B1 family, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you a hard truth. You're going to find out that some of your family members or some of the folk who are in those comments agreeing with that nonsense. And you're going to have to make a hard decision, which is going to affect the future of your legacy. And you may have to just say, we're family. Well, we're relatives. Because I hate that term family sometimes because people just throw it around all willy-nilly. Oh, we're family, we're family, we're family. You nigga, you've never shown up for anything. You never shown up for anything besides the funeral. How does that make you family? We're related. We're relatives. We're family. So what you might have to do with some of your relatives is you ready to make that decision for the betterment of your children, your children's children? This is only a question you can answer for yourself. I know what I'm going to do. I live 7 hours away from all my family. All my family's in Texas for the most part. Well, majority of my family, bulk of it, is in Texas. Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, and some of them in the Lubbock, Abilene areas. Love. But for the sake of the future, I had to come here. For the sake of the future of my great-grandchildren, I'll go wherever I need to go within the U.S. because I ain't fleeing nowhere.
Pretending like they don't know that it's a boycott going on. Going into these Asian businesses. And for the first time since they made a TikTok, I keep seeing videos.
You know, I really hate when I go on my way to try a new restaurant and end up getting bad food and bad customer service. Let's talk about it. I end up going to go try.
Didn't we tell folk this blackout's going on? And if we catch you over there with them folk and you get mistreated, racially profiled, or even taken up out of here, we not coming to help your dusty ass. We don't want your family making no videos. Don't put them no GoFundMe, give, send, go, none of that. We don't care. Don't be calling Tariq. Don't be calling Jason. Don't be calling like Alpha, Afro Elite. Don't be calling me. Don't be calling FBA Revolt, FBA News and Updates. Don't be calling none of us. With ZZ Rance, Professor Black Truth, Glade Black Shark, Professor Alan, our sister Wani, Natural Tour. Don't be calling none of us. Don't be, hey, our sister Brooke, Brother Divine, NYCT Girl. What's our other brother? Shoot, him and NYCT Girl, they be doing, what's his names? They do pods together. His name slipped my mind. Cause like it's like a poetic something. It slipped my mind right now, but don't call nobody. You chose a side. At that point, you chose a side. You got to stay there. So if you sit there getting knots and lumps, you're going to sit there getting knots and lumps, and you keep looking at us and hollering for us, we're going to set up chairs, grab popcorn, and enjoy the show. We're not playing with nobody. This is life and death. We're not playing with nobody. Another thing we're not playing with is the legacy of Garvey. See, we were kind of sold a bill of goods. We just want to believe, we believed that, you know, he was really coming over here trying to do something great for black folk. But the more we learn, the more we delineate, the more the information come out. Because I'm pretty sure there was a pushback. And like, folk, when you have the majority of folk of FBA family feeling a certain type of way, it's kind of hard to get us to listen until bad things happen. Until we just absolutely need to change. And we say, hold on, we gotta rethink this whole situation. Because Garvey was a problem.
Those of you who think you know Marcus Garvey, I'm gonna need you to shh. You know why? Because if you have not read the court documents that are in this book, then you don't know Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey had a serious body count. And I'm not talking about women he laid down with. I'm talking about people that he put 6 feet under. Garvey lived in several different countries, and every place he went to in and out of the United States, once people caught wind of who he was, they ran him out of the town. This whole Back to Africa movement that he was involved in only benefited the supremacists that he hung out with. And the crazy thing about it all is he never even stepped foot in Africa. Not even one time, y'all. In this book, it is revealed in court documents how much he hated black Americans and some of the things that he did to black Americans. And the NAACP and the other black leaders were actually trying to protect their own people against Garvey. And it's all in the book. From what I read in those documents, his last name should have been Artist and his first name Khan. Court documents even prove that black Americans were kind to him. They helped him out, and he did the complete opposite. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to turn this into a nation against nation thing, because I don't have a problem with any nation. All the truth are in those court documents, and I'm gonna need you to read them before you start making noise in the comments. And my channel is a truth channel, and this is about laying down the truth and all facts.
Now, one of the first people I heard talk about Marcus Garvey and how he was a con artist and a scammer and all this stuff was FBA News and Updates. And he was breaking that down, and folks feeling the type of way about that. And then our brother Tariq also talked about it. And now we got these books out here showing that, hey, yeah, this nigga was a scammer. He's the first tether. Marcus Garvey was the grand tether, the grand fleer, the first to do it on a major scale. Scam us and use us. After we showed them hospitality. Notice that. Hospitality, bring them in, feed them, prop them up. Let's move, let's work. We ready to work, let's get to it. Get busy. Notice FBA family, we always ready to get busy. Let's get to work, let's do it. We here? While we talking, let's get to work. Let's bring the shovels. Let's bring the hammers, the nails. Let's go. Bring the saw. What we doing? So y'all cook something up. We got this. We know things are tight, but we gonna make it work. We all gonna chip in, put in that work just to get scammed. Just to get scammed. Now I understand why a lot of the elders felt the type of way growing up, and they was like, goddamn Africans and this, these foreigners, that. They felt the type of way. These niggas were working against us the entire time. We were literally a walking lick for these tethers, but not no more.
Again, said with the most love and gratitude, but we gotta focus on the bigger picture, family. Bigger picture is, if you look like me and I look like you, support.
No, ma'am. Because these folks still be in bed with Asians, whether it's figuratively or literally. Either way it go, we cool. We popping us up first. Because these same folks take our money, they'll become the new Asians. We just swap out the Asians for the tethers, and we're not doing that. We can't delineate effectively and then put money in their pocket. That's counterproductive. Where they do that at?
What is Jamaican soul food? Are plantains a part of soul food? Let's check out that menu. Caribbean parrotfish, jerk chicken, curry goat, FBA family, is it possible to cosplay food?
And shout out to Professor Alan. Yeah, they cosplay our businesses. Some of these beauty stores are non-FBA. Shout out to FBA Revolt. Not FBA Revolt. I always forget their name. I'm going to find a clip and share it. But a lot of these folks are Caribbean. And they'll take advantage of the influx of money and still be out home talking about us, calling us jabirs and narcotics and all kind of nonsense. So no, we're not doing it. We can't. I'm sorry. We got to take that 2.1 trillion and circulate it amongst ourselves. And then if we have to do business with you because you have a particular product we can't get ourselves, then at that time we'll explore that. We'll make sure it's an equitable deal. And only at that time. You're not going to exploit us. Exploitation be damned.
A member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated just commented on my post and said that Black Americans are stupid, we're ignorant, nobody likes us, and we have no culture. Let me say that again. A member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, a Black American sorority founded in 1922, just commented on my post about Juneteenth, that Black Americans are stupid, we're ignorant, nobody likes us, and we have no culture. I'm not going to pretend and say that I've seen all the posts about Juneteenth, but the posts that I have seen are Black Americans basically saying that Juneteenth is a Black American cultural holiday, which is really for the Texans, and it should be remembered as such, right? Like, obviously, everybody can pull up and celebrate. There's nothing wrong with that. What happens often with Black American culture is that it's exported and the originators are overwritten.
Facts. Like that flag I showed you guys. I was riding through Memphis, over there off Summer Avenue. I was about to get some gas. I pulled up and I looked right there on Juneteenth and all these foreign ass colors. I'm like, ooh, whoa. That ain't the flag, or those weren't the colors. That's what they do with us. They do that all the time. Like remember they had that Juneteenth ice cream at Walmart with them weird ass colors? That's what they do, man. I'm sorry. I'm not letting it ride. If you want some Juneteenth, go over to Actively Black. And yes, I'm saying them again because I know they have a business deal with the brother who created the flag. So they can get chipped off while Lanny Smith makes some money. I'd rather that happen than we give any dollars or money to these motherfuckers that come over here and they disrespect us, try to bring in their cultural cuisine that we don't want, that ain't even popping in their homeland. It's not known worldwide. We cool. We not doing that. We gonna support us and us only. Yes. As much as we can, we're going to support us and us only as much as we can and as far as we need to go. Oh, another thing, B1 family, real quick. I know when we talking about support, I know you guys talking about my little socks saying, oh, these are bracelets, whatever. No, I want a seamstress to make them. I want them made by one of our sisters. We're going to put our sisters to work. We got too many older sisters who are having to go work at these Walmarts and stuff like that as they get older because the cost of living keeps rising up and their retirement can't match that. They can't make their retirement increase in pay. So I want to do that. Because we're going to get back to innovation because now we get our grandmothers and aunties and them and our great aunts who can start getting these little girls and start teaching them how to sew. What I'm doing, I'm trying to do something that's gonna have a snowball effect. I'll just go get him from Michael's. Fuck him. Fuck Michael's. I want it from Auntie and them, Grandma and them, Nana and them. Now she got something to do and she can get them grandbabies and teach them grandbabies how to do something. Think outside of your convenience. Convenience is the reason why we ain't here in the first goddamn place. Because we was letting somebody else do it. Damn that.
That happens all the time. I see Black American culture in Japan. I see it in England. I see it everywhere. But all of a sudden, we have no culture. So the posts I have seen, again, are basically saying, pull up to the cookout, but let's remember what this holiday is about. My also innocent question is that Black American people say that this is a cultural holiday. Why are people from the diaspora, why are they upset? Like, what's the tea with that? I do the diaspora wars. Yes, I'm Black American, but I do have Caribbean heritage. I'm from New York City. I went to the Labor Day parade. My mama would bring out a Trinity flag and a Bajan flag to honor our great-great-grandmother who came by way of Trinidad and Barbados. We would pay respects and we would jump up, right? I'm not that girl. I don't do the war. There is nothing wrong with honoring cultures on their holidays. Whenever a Black American says that something is of our culture, all of a sudden we're causing divide. What is the science? What is the science? Now to talk about Black Greek letter organizations, also known as BGLOs, specifically the MPHC. The concept of a fraternity and sorority is not something that was conjured or created from Black culture. They were already established, and here in America, we were not allowed in the white fraternities and sororities. So what Black people do when we're not allowed in a space, we create our own. And when we create our own version, it's never like theirs. It's never like y'all's. It's never like theirs. We always have our own sauce and our own flavor. Always. And it's not no shade. That's just what it is. Stepping and strolling, Black American culture. The way we join these organizations, the discretion of it all, Black American culture. Yes, other organizations, peep game, picked up a couple things, had their hand out trying to catch the sauce. Absolutely. Sometimes they will acknowledge that they got this from BGLOs or specifically the MPHC, and sometimes they won't. Either way, Black American culture. The social work we've done historically, the notable figures that are part of these organizations, all of it is a serious matter. Not just because I'm an AKA. For all of us collectively, this is Black American history and culture. When I became an AKA, yes, I love the pretty girl stuff, but I was more so enamored by the fact that my organization was founded on January 15, 1908 on the campus of Howard University. What? In 1908? The first Black American sorority? That's history, and I wanted to be a part of that, and I respect that, and I honor that. I respect and honor all of the other orgs are part of the MPHC. The fact of the matter is, there is a member of the MPHC who felt so emboldened with her face on her profile, her full name, or at least some of it on her profile, to say that Black Americans have no culture while being an active participant, benefiting. Video is not to call out specifically the As She Rose. This is a universal problem across BGLOs. I don't know what's going on with the vetting process, but these members that folks are selecting obviously do not respect Black American culture. And if you do not respect Black American culture, there's no way you can possibly respect the organization you are a part of. How does that work? Black Americans have no culture, but this woman is an SG Row.
Because these tethers are part of these organizations. They go to school to become part of these organizations. That's another way they cosplay as us. They move in, hey, they and all that, and they doing this up and all that stuff. They get in the mix, learn what we learn, and they go and take back to their people who harbor hate and anti-FBA blackness. That's how. That was more than likely to tell that they made that comment. That was, how dare you? Y'all let us in our organizations? Let us in your culture. Let us in your holidays. Let us all the way in so we can, us tethers can erase you and remove you from it. And then 30, 40 years later say, well, Ghanaians are the reason why Texas is the way it is. Really, it's a lot of Nigerians in Houston. So Nigerians can say that. And then Ghanaians can say they got Oklahoma. And then Congolese, they can say they got Louisiana. The Haitians are trying to take Louisiana. The Congolese can say we got Tennessee, so forth and so on. And you get the point. Which is the reason why that British actor come on to talk about you can take a Nigerian accent and you do this and you do that. And you get the slave accent. And you get, bitch, you out your damn mind. So we want family, we got to watch out for this. All right. Delineation now is a thing. And for everyone who's ordered their shirts, we getting them out ASAP. All right, just mind you, USPS. All right, and if you don't get tracking immediately once it goes out, email me. I check my emails often. I'll make sure you see the printout of the tracking, so you know what's going on with it. And if something funny start happening with it, let me know so we can get you another shirt and we can be on USPS ass. I wouldn't be surprised if some tellers working there noticing these shirts and they see My Black Universe on there. What is this shit, nigga? He's my shirt. I wouldn't be surprised they did that. But much love and thanks to the B1 family. Remember, it's FBA all day and B1.